Und ich glaube, in einem von den Trailern war auch, glaube ich, dann irgendwie angeteased. Also das wirkte zumindest, dass dann so ab in einem bestimmten Stadtteil das auf einmal dann in Farbe ist. Die Stadt ist nicht groß genug für 2 Hähne. Schiebt Hut nach oben mit Zeigefinger. Ziel entspannt an seiner Zigarette. Ja, das sind ja Partner, also von daher ist es schon groß genug. So, let's go.
This whole madness started with this petty little affair. Petty to the one who reads it in the paper. Less petty to the one who's getting shot. Clawville, the city of opportunity, the city of dreams, a bastion of tolerance and equality, a genuine shithole. You know, truth is a weird dame. No matter how loyal you are to her, she'll cheat on you in the end. The question is, are you gonna stay by her side? And if you do, what price are you willing to pay?
Ich brauche einen Drink, Geld, Lebensstation, geht mir hin. Okay. Habe ich eben bei dem anderen zu spät angefangen zu lesen. Doch Farbe.
The poor schmuck was face down on the ground. Insects may breathe through holes, but this guy had way more than he needed. Probably escaped from the hive. Was he being chased, or just happened to be in the wrong neighborhood? Who knows? I'm a detective. Those are the questions I should be answering. But I knew there would be no answers in this case. In fact, there would be no case either. Simply because the victim was what he was.
A fly.
Really? Thank goodness you can see in the dark, old owl. Where would we be without you? By the way, what are you doing here? You don't work for us anymore.
This is the 3rd time you called me back from my little hole, boys. You must be desperate.
May the great wild ones protect us if we've sunk this low.
Woohoo. Very funny. So, you want some facts?
Sure. Let's get started.
His name was Novak, according to his papers, but almost certainly an alias.
Pretty likely. Just another fugitive from the hive, huh?
Who knows?
All right. I'll snoop around a little. Then we'll talk.
I can't wait.
And no drinking on duty, okay?
On duty? Ha! I'm not a cop nor a doctor anymore. If you need me, make peace with how I work.
Oh, feathery heavens, Doc. Relax. I can see you're having a bad night.
Bad? Why, is there another kind?
Clucking furry hell. I don't need this. So, a few sketchy facts about the victim are never enough. I had to snoop around, see if I could find anything useful. Even if I knew there would be no file on the poor bastard, it just seemed like the right thing to do.
Nebenbei, also von Sunny, den Sprecher, den feiere ich richtig. Also das passt richtig gut, ey. Das ist, weiß nicht, ich bin jetzt gerade schon echt happy. aber immer noch ein bisschen irritiert, dass es halt alles in Farbe ist.
A lonely field patrol. She doesn't seem very concerned about the case. The poor dope crashed right next to a police booth. How ironic. Another wonderful night in the City of Colors. Unless you're a cop. Or a dead fly, for that matter.
Okay, also ist es scheinbar wirklich, dass in Clawville dann halt alles Farbe hat. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr, wie die Stadt sonst, oder wo das vorher gespielt hat.
The car crashed into the post. That was not the cause of death, but it probably helped to make it quicker and more dramatic too. Bubo was once a famous coroner, but unfortunately he drank too much, and some organs also mysteriously disappeared during his practice.
What? Ah, it's you again. Have you looked around already?
Not quite yet.
Boo-hoo. Then get on with it and leave me alone, will you? I'm thinking.
I also snore while I'm thinking.
Achso. So. Das Insektennest hinten. Abgegrenztes Viertel am Rand von Clawville. Ursprünglich war es in einem fester Bestandteil der Stadt, doch im Zuge der Sekretionsgesetz, keine Ahnung, wurde das Gebiet abgezogen. Heutzutage sind Insekten nur noch in Insektennest anzutreffen. In der Gegend wird auch einfach als das Ghetto der Kakerlakenstadt bezeichnet. Stimmt, im letzten Teil, also das Insektennest, das haben wir gesehen, glaube ich, ne? Wie lustig. Ja, der war ja, den hatten wir schon vorher schon mal. Der war ja ein Teil davor schon.
I don't know what I'll do with it, but since I've already picked it up, I might as well check it out.
Ah, cool, ich habe einen Arm gefunden. Mhm.
.9mm cartridge cases. They can come from either a machine gun or a pistol. The alleged Novak. As far as I can see, he has at least 6 or 7 holes in his body. Some of his legs were removed. That's kind of odd. Maybe some kind of message? They've all cooled down. Who knows when? They don't tell me much. Sweet dreams, buddy. You're definitely in a better place now. Especially if you're really from the Hive. Sweet dreams, buddy.
Okay. So, der Arm meiner Armen und die Fliege. Jemand hat ihn ausgerissen. Ganz gut. Anscheinend wurde er am Rumpf abgerissen. Was für ein Tier würde sowas tun? Ich würde sagen, das ist der rechte Arm. Eine kleine Fliege, wenn ich die kriege, dann reiße ich das linke Ärmchen. Ich kenne das, ja, wie war's, Fliege, wenn ich dich kriege, dann reiße ich dir alle deine Ärmchen aus. So war das.
What's up with you nowadays, old owl?
Nothing much. I just exist. Alone.
Alone? Well, what about dear Nurse Ursula?
She moved on. She's with the Furies now, if you must know.
The Furies? You mean the, you know,
The hooker gang. That's the one.
Oh, Cluck. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, sonny boy. Life's a jerk.
And being an even bigger jerk can help a lot, huh?
As you say, sonny boy. As you say.
I expect your report by tomorrow morning, Doc.
Phew, I can report now. Cause of death, shot dead 7 times. Probably with a 9mm semi-automatic pistol. Although that's not for me to say. That's for ballistics.
Those 2 dumb hyenas don't give a shit about this, and you know that. So, that's it? Case closed?
Honestly, I don't think they'll ever open a file on the poor bug to begin with.
Yeah, you got a point there, Doc. Well, I'm gonna take another look around. So, what next?
When you're done here, I'm going home. They'll let me know if they need a proper autopsy.
It's a clucking circus.
All the world's a circus, and all the men and women merely clowns. But we have to give the impression that we're on the case.
Maybe I'll talk to the boss about it.
Ooh, the hell you will.
Yeah, you're probably right. The Times River. How much dark filth has its waters washed away? Good work, milady. Sweet dreams. Nice piece of metal. Too good for a down-and-out like you, buddy. Probably stolen. But I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Ach so, kann ich denn eventuell kombinieren, Gegenstand verwenden?
So, what about the severed legs?
Are you bird-brained? Stop waving that thing around.
You're a coroner. You're used to this sort of thing, aren't you?
Everything has its time and place, boy.
Can you tell me anything useful about it or not?
The arms were carefully and individually plucked out. But only after death.
Ugh. You think so?
Ich erinnere mich langsam an die Eule. Ja, das war dann quasi der Doktor, wo man dann hingegangen ist, wenn man nicht unbedingt dann wenn es nicht unbedingt an die Öffentlichkeit sollte, ne, dass man irgendwie zusammengeflickt wird. Der hatte, glaube ich, dann irgendwie dann eine Krankenschwester, das war irgendwie ein Reh oder sowas. Eine Reh-Lady.
I'm sure of it. No sign of a struggle. Even his suit was barely wrinkled. Tearing off an insect's limbs isn't so easy. He would have struggled if he was still alive.
You could have been a detective, Doc. Not a good one, but a detective.
Thanks. I got enough misery of my own.
Well, I guess I won't see you at the station.
That's right. You won't. I'm only going there if they take me in handcuffs.
I can help with that.
I'm scared.
So, that's our cue?
Adieu, Mr. Novak. Or whatever your name is.
I didn't know you spoke insect.
Just a few words. I had a ladybug girlfriend before the hive closed.
I don't want to know about that.
Oh, but it's such a juicy story. There's a lot of bang bang and some kiss in it.
Enough, okay?
Okay. Big stupid bird. I always hated you.
What did you say?
Who, me?
Hey, Marty.
Not you, Marty. Bubo. Hey, what are you doing here?
Boss? Is there a problem? You look pale. Like all the color's just gone out of you. Although, now that I say that out loud, it's like the whole world has lost its color.
Oh, no. I'm not dreaming all this, am I? It's not a bloody clucking dream, is it?
You tell me, boss. You're the famous detective.
Oh, this is just a clucking nightmare.
Actually, this is more like a game.
Hey, don't ruin the whole thing.
Enough.
Okay, weil war das jetzt erstmal nur so als Tutorial. Eine coole Idee.
That old case with Bubo. And then Marty showing up. What the hell was that supposed to mean? Yeah, relax, old bird. You were dreaming. But she's not a dream. Who the heck is she? Oh, cluck. I've got a terrible headache. An even worse deja vu. Well, I hope she's not hiding a revolver under that pretty little cloak of hers. Because if she is, I won't be able to stop her.
So sind wir das gewohnt. Farblos.
Oh, cluck. Is my doorbell broken again?
I'm sorry. I had to sneak in unnoticed.
So you're the sneaky type, huh? I'll make a note of that. But feel free to sneak back out.
I can't do that.
Here we go again.
I need to make sure you're gonna help me.
Alter, ich habe jetzt schon Cthulhu-Vibes. Das ist jetzt vor. Du bist voll der Insektozist.
Lady, listen. I don't even know who you are or what this is about.
Promise me.
Okay, I promise I'll listen to you. Just calm down.
Good. I believe you.
Splendid. Now, let's start at the beginning. You know I just installed the new lock on my door. How did you get in?
What do you mean, how? The door was wide open.
Is that so? Jeez. In that case, of course, make yourself at home. Do you always go through any open door you see?
I didn't intend to.
Look, ma'am, I can't stress this enough. I don't do private cases. I'm not your average gumshoe detective. Yeah, it's about time I wrote that on the door.
You have to understand, no one can help me but you. Only the chicken police. I heard about your last case, and...
You can't imagine how many times I've heard this, and I'm getting really tired of it.
all I'm asking is that you listen to me, nothing else. After that, if you still feel you're not interested, I'll leave, and you'll never see me again.
Well, that's a bargain, but before we start, can I see your face? I don't like talking to dark silhouettes.
Oh, of course. Forgive me. And don't worry, I won't bite your head off.
Das ist ein Gottesanbeterin.
That's your clucking luck, old bird. A woman from the darkest depths of the city. From the hive with love. If we're gonna start, let's start with a kick in the gut, right? Sure, why not?
Der Fall des toten Ehemanns.
Clawville. Like a stray cat. She may look miserable, but if you go too close to her, she can still get her claws into you. I don't have time for this. I need to find out what this broad wants from me first.
Ja, ich will mich erstmal
All the cigarettes in the world. What's up, buddy? Everything all right? Oh, damn. I'm starting to sound like Marty. Of course I blinked, like a first-class schmuck. Marty, on the other hand, looks like someone from the front page of the Weekly Copper. The last in a series of chicken police novels. It's trash, but I felt I had to keep it. Since my bedroom has been a hazardous area for some time, I use this sorry sofa as a bed.
Bestimmt irgendwie sein Schlafzimmer war ja irgendwie die ganze Zeit so vollgemüllt, dass er da nicht mehr rein konnte. Hat sich scheinbar nichts dran geändert.
Bad dreams and sleepless nights, and the smell of a chicken coop. My ex-wife, Molly. I've packed up all the other pictures already, but this... Well, I'll leave this for the ghosts. They deserve each other. Things will end. All things. Let that be a comforting thought, old bird. This woman, in this neighborhood... She must have made a very long and dangerous journey from the hive to here. You know it was very dangerous for you to come here. For, you know, someone like you.
Because I'm an insect? Yes, I know.
So what has brought you all the way from the hive, Miss,
Melandra Mantidea. And yes, I am indeed from the hive. I see that doesn't surprise you.
Let's just say we don't really see your people outside the hive these days, sweetheart.
You have no idea what it's like to live there.
I've been to the hive more than once. Although I admit the last time wasn't yesterday.
Things are getting worse every day. But that's not why I'm here.
I guessed as much.
Well, I'm going to get to the point. My husband is missing.
I know that one. No offense, but have you looked at the local bars and joints? You know, most of the time,
No, you don't understand. He's dead.
You mean
Oh,
he's missing and
surprise.
dead?
No, he was already dead when he disappeared.
Als hätte ihn jemand gegessen.
I'm afraid I'm losing the thread, and I haven't even picked it up yet. It must be my age.
You might want to sit down for this.
Listen, sweetheart, let's not drag this out, because the curiosity is killing me. And my lower back, too. Melandra dared to come here alone, so she's a strong and upright gal. Breaking her certainly won't be easy, but maybe she'll open up to me if I approach her gently. Break or open. Either way could lead to success, as long as I don't fall flat on my face. Let's start at the beginning. With your husband.
Milo Masterson.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Masterson? You mean you didn't take your husband's name?
Don't get me wrong, I loved him very much. But in our family, women don't usually do that. It's our way of keeping more of our independence.
Ja, oder wahrscheinlich, normalerweise seid ihr nicht lange verheiratet.
I get it.
So, das war hier jetzt zu kommen,
When exactly did your husband die?
A week and a half ago.
And when did you discover that his body was missing?
3 days ago.
And what's happened since then?
I tried to convince myself to come here.
I see you succeeded.
Lucky me.
You know, the last dame in distress who came to me ended up in a pretty bad way.
I'm not your typical shy housewife type, Mr. Featherland. I'll fight my own battles if I have to. But I'll also admit when I'm not up to the task.
No, that's a really useful quality. I envy you.
You don't often admit when you need help, do you?
You nailed it, sweet chops. But let's talk about you.
So, darf ich fragen, ob sie alleine waren, als sie gleich gefunden haben? Hat jemand irgendwelche schmutzigen Geheimnisse? Können Sie sagen, woran jemand gestorben ist?
Tell me, Toots, were you alone when you found the body?
I'd just arrived home, and he was in the restroom with a newspaper in his hand. That's where he met his end.
Oh, tough break. Sorry.
Don't be. He loved that place. A few minutes of solitude and peace. And, well, he was home and relatively happy. It's quite a peaceful death. Especially where we come from.
I can think of a better way.
beim Scheißen krepiert, ne? Das ist so, ja, okay. Das ist doch schon verhältnismäßig chillig, ne?
Heroic deaths belong to heroic stories. Our story was simple and peaceful. That's why it upsets me that this peace has been disturbed.
I guess you're right. You know, you have a very healthy view of the world.
When you've had almost everything taken away from you, you learn to appreciate the little things.
Once again, you're right.
Kommen wir gerade schon auf ihre gute Seite. Können Sie beschreiben, wie Ihr typischer Tag Ihres Ehemanns aussah? Warum haben Sie das Gefühl, dass der Mann etwas... Warum habe ich das Gefühl, dass Ihr Mann etwas aufgefressen hat?
Can you tell me what a typical day was like for your husband?
He worked in a textile factory. He got up in the morning, went to work, came straight home after work. We spent the evening together, rinse and repeat. But then he lost his job.
And Milo changed?
More like everything changed. The factory was replaced by a new meat substitute plant. You know, the one that makes those horrible fake meat products. Milo couldn't continue working, so he looked for anything else.
Anything else?
He shined shoes when he had to, ran errands, but nothing lasted long. Then he met a strange guy who pretended to be a private detective, but he looked more like a tramp.
Wait a minute. One of those antlered guys? I mean, a stag beetle?
You know him.
Frank Half-Armed Castellini. Oh, yeah, I know him. He was the only insect in the academy. And not long before the Segregation Act, he got bounced from the force.
Milo helped him out for a while, all kinds of courier work. But he soon left him. He always said Frankie's a troublemaker.
Well, I can back you up on that. Well, wait a minute. Why didn't you go to Frank instead of me?
This Frank was a strange, creepy guy. Scattered, dirty, like a bum.
I knew Frank a long time ago. He's a strange one, all right. But he's an exceptional detective.
I'm sure he is, Mr. Featherland, but I still wasn't happy about Milo hanging around him.
Afraid he'd be dragged into some murky business?
I was almost sure of it. I felt it in my antennae. I often sense things like that.
Is that why you came to me? You want me to look into Frank?
I want you to find out what happened to my husband's body. That's all I want. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. Welche Persönlichkeit hatte Milo? Würden Sie ihn beschreiben? Sind eine freie, anziehende Person. War Ihr Mann eifersüchtig? Warum tun Sie das? Warum?
What kind of personality was Milo? How would you describe him in a few words?
Calm, patient, devoted.
You really loved him, didn't you?
I love him even now, Mr. Featherland.
Well, then your husband was a lucky man.
Thank you.
Okay. Hat ihn genau gesagt, was er auf Franks Bitte tun sollte. Sie sagen immer noch nichts. Warum rücken Sie nicht damit auch Sprachwasser an? Haben Sie immer nach dem
Did he tell you exactly what he did for Frank?
Never in detail, just that he was a kind of errand boy. He got things from A to B.
Nothing more unusual than that?
One night, he came home really upset. After that, he never went to Frank's again. But he didn't tell me what happened, and I didn't probe.
Well, that's a pity. It could easily have had something to do with his disappearance, and maybe even his death.
Sagen Sie mal, sind Sie ein religiöses Insekt? Ich glaube, so ein Joke kommt, glaube ich, nicht ganz gut. Ich frage mich immer noch, was für ein Insekt eben. Ich würde jetzt erstmal so. Also jetzt erstmal dann behaupten wahrscheinlich auch ein Gottesanbeter. Das Chance aus mit der Sprache. Glauben Sie wirklich, dass es ein Risiko wert ist, dass ein.
Do you really feel it's worth risking your own life?
Very much so, Mr. Featherland. My husband's body is missing. I wouldn't have wanted a funeral because we should have cremated him in the name of the Great Light, but...
But you didn't. Why?
We left the path of the light to better fit in with the animals. Mostly because of me.
So you feel it's partly your fault?
Of course I do. I have a soul, Mr. Featherland. And my husband's soul can never rest in peace.
I think I understand. Sort of.
Also, wenn Sie nichts dagegen haben, würde ich gerne meinen Kollegen einbeziehen. Immerhin bin ich Polizist, also wäre es einen guten Grund, warum ich.
Listen, I'm happy to involve my colleagues in this. I am a cop, after all.
You're threatening me.
Nein.
I sense you're still withholding important information, Missy, which I don't like. My office, my rules. So what's the deal? Are we finally talking straight, or...
Maybe... You're right. I wasn't exactly clear and concise. My husband wasn't murdered, but his body was taken. And I have an idea who might be behind it.
At last, we're getting somewhere.
Before the segregation law, Milo got me a job in town. In the Ratwell district, to be exact.
Who helped him? Even before the law, it was hard for an insect to get a job outside the hive.
That's right. Milo had some business with a rather shady character, but I don't know what the deal was.
Who was this guy?
I don't know. I swear to the light. I never found out.
Really? Well, I guess we'll see. I'll look into it. So, you've been looking into this all on your own?
I had no choice. I searched the cemetery, but I didn't find a soul. There's an old bug working there. His name's Uncle Joe, kind of a local legend. Almost everybody knows him. He didn't see anything, but he couldn't have seen much because he was drunk as a skunk.
Die Region des Lichts. Alle Insekten werden vom Licht angezogen. Ja, ja.
I guess the police didn't bother to question him.
Also deswegen ist es da so, wo sie das sagte, so, ja okay, macht Sinn, dass die denn halt das anbeten,
The
ne?
police? Please.
Have others disappeared from the cemetery, or just your husband?
His was actually the third, and then 3 others went missing, as I heard.
You say 6 bodies are on the loose?
Don't put it that way. But yes, that's what I know.
And this, Uncle Joe fella, what else do I need to know about him?
When I talked to him, he was scared. I guess he was either beaten or threatened, probably both.
Well, thank you for answering my questions, Missy.
So, the interview, that was it?
You'd better not leave town. Stick around. It's the best thing to do.
So be it, Mr. Featherland.
Okay.
You see? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, gar nicht mal. Gar nicht so gut.
Does this mean you'll take the case?
Well, if I don't do it, no one will, right?
Not likely.
First, I need to talk to Marty, my partner.
It seems everything they say about you is true.
I hope not. But please don't go anywhere until I get back. I'll look into it, but it'd be extremely dangerous for you to be out there.
I don't want to be a burden, Mr. Featherland.
It would be a much bigger burden if I had to go out and look for you.
Maybe... All right. You're right.
Good. Make yourself, comfortable. Clucking hell. What am I doing? The Hive? I swore to myself I'd never go back to that place. Well, that's me in a nutshell. I stood there like a crumbling old statue. Meanwhile, my doom crept in through the crack beneath the door like cigarette smoke. I could smell it. What can I say? Marty's gonna be over the moon. Ever since the chicken police came back into the spotlight, he's been looking for trouble. Well, if there's one place we can get it, that's the Hive. But first, I have to find that oversized feather pillow.
Ja, wo wird man Marty wohl finden? Wahrscheinlich hier um Schießstand oder so. Das ist Nummer 55432.
Let's see.
So. 5, 5, 5. 432, ne?
Nothing. Strange. Marty always answers the phone, no matter how late I call. Maybe he's at the station.
Huh. Putze 555111. Okay.
Let's see.
Jetzt noch keiner auf der Polizeistation ist, ne? Denn
Volvo Police Department, how can I help you?
Hey, Mon.
Is that you, Sonny? What's up, Chief?
Is Marty in there?
He's left already. Why?
Nothing. I'll go look for him at home, I guess.
Okay, Boss Bird. But tell me, is everything all right? You sound kind of strange.
Oh, come on, Mon. You know it's never all right.
Just the usual. Well, take care of yourself, okay?
Later, sweetheart.
Bye, Sonny.
okay.
Is there a problem, Mr. Featherland?
No, nothing. Just, my partner.
Look, if this is becoming a problem, then maybe...
No, nothing like that. I'll have to look for him. I'd probably better go see him at home.
I see. Well, then I hope you're successful.
Yeah, me too. I was ready for the big journey around the wilderness. But a mysterious woman in a hood came to ruin everything. Sound familiar? And she came straight from the Hive, fellas, with a case that looked like straight suicide. Did I take it? Cluck, yes, because that's me. The perfect schmuck.
Oh yeah!
The power of the crown has been weakened, and Clawville is on the brink of total collapse. The insects exiled to the hive are rioting, and the place is ravaged by gang warfare. The city has always crawled with crime and filth, but now it's worse than ever. And what do? I jump right in. Now all I had to do was get Marty, my partner, to back me up. But he strangely refused to pick up the phone. I wonder what could have happened to him.
You can't do this to me. You just can't.
Ja, also man muss sagen, so die haben das richtig gut mit diesem cinematischen, also richtig gut mit diesem Noir-Detective-Kram. Ne? Das kommt richtig geil rüber. Und dann ist es auch schon fast egal, dass es halt alles so Tierköpfe mit Menschenkörpern sind. Brandneuer Farbmodus, dem besteht nur. Ach so, okay, ach, wir können uns das jetzt aussuchen. Ursprüngliche Sicht der Schöpfer, für diejenigen, die jegliche Hoffnung verloren haben, brandneuer Farbmodus, an den es besteht noch ein wenig Hoffnung. Ich glaube, wir bleiben im Noir-Modus, ne? Oder wollt ihr... Ja, ich habe gehofft, dass ihr das sagt. Kannst du das Spiel... Achso, man kann auch notfalls nochmal wechseln, wenn man will.
What the fluffy, feathery, scaly clucking hell's going on here? Hey, buddy, you all right?
You hear me, honey? That's not how this works. No, it's not.
Yeah, Marty. Hello, Marty.
I've been drinking, right? That I'm drunk? Huh?
Marty. Hey, partner. Hey, buddy. Oh, goddamn featherhead.
Tearing me apart, Laura!
Chance. I've got to get him out of this state somehow.
You're tearing me apart! Entschuldigung.
Marty's beloved Vectra Ball. Pretty cold of Laura to chuck that out. But it's a tidy little neighborhood and a tidy little house with probably tidy little neighbors. Neighbors who don't deserve this shit show. It's impossible to dislodge him. I have to distract him somehow. He's not gonna talk to...
Noah. Hast du so einen harten Delay?
It's a tidy little neighborhood and a tidy little house with probably tidy little neighbors. It's impossible to dislodge.
So, warte, ich hab doch hier sein Bällchen.
Hey, I know you can hear me! Everyone is listening to us, don't you care?
Ich muss ihn irgendwie ablenken. Da!
Ouch! Hey!
Finally! Good evening, partner.
What the hell, man?
Hey, Marty. Everything okay, buddy?
What? Of course it's you. Who else would it be?
Are you, by any chance, a little tipsy, Marty?
You just don't cluck at me about drinking here, okay?
I didn't say anything.
Well, don't. Because...
Listen, Marty. All this stuff here, Yeah, Laura didn't, she didn't throw you out, did she?
What? Me? Ha! I can't be thrown out. I'm Marty Cluckin' McChicken. Did you hear me, honey? I can't be thrown out.
Take it easy, Marty.
Actually, I threw her out. Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Das sieht doch
Let's,
schneller aus.
Let's get your stuff and get out of here, okay?
Okay, Boss Bird, but promise us we're gonna do something stupid.
Huh, that I'm sure of.
Wait a minute. Just one tiny minute.
Yeah. Marty, no.
Laura!
Come on.
Laura!
Oh, for cluck's sake. Look, I got something in the car that'll help you.
Scheiße. Ich habe was im Auto.
It's impossible to dislike. He's not gonna talk to me until I get him out of this state.
Ach da.
Here it is, my beloved flask. Contains a killer cocktail handed down to me by good old Dr. Bubo.
Okay. So. Du hast gesoffen und bist nicht gut drauf. Hier, mehr Alkohol. Das hilft dir bestimmt.
What the? God, you wanna kill me?
Take a few deep breaths and everything will be fine.
Crazy clucking son of a chicken.
Well... Better?
Yes. Lucky you.
Well, there you go.
But never again.
Agreed. Shall we go?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, and if you puke in my car, I'll pluck you and cook you alive.
Yeah, let's just get out of here.
That's my boy.
Gut. So muss es sein. Laura, bitte zerschmeiß nichts, was irgendwie wertvoll ist. Achso. Ice Station.
I'd never seen Marty so dead drunk. It didn't bode well for the evening. I was just about to call the whole thing off, but after a nap in the passenger seat, he woke up, innocent as a day-old chick. Fists, bullets, or booze, this damn cock dodged them all, but Laura hit the only tender spot he has, his overly large heart. We were standing outside the station, waiting for him to compose himself before going in. He avoided my gaze, and I didn't blame him. In over 10 years of working together, I've never seen him let himself get this low. Well, there's a first time for everything.
Listen, man, I...
Don't get started, Marty, okay? Just take a deep breath, and let's get going.
Yeah, right. You just forgot to tell me what we're doing here.
Well, I didn't want to wake you. You were snoring so sweetly in the car.
Sorry.
Right now, we need paperwork to enter the hive.
Yeah, sure. Wait, what?
You heard it right, partner. We got some business in Roachtown. Anyway, it'll give Laura a chance to cool off.
Oh, clucking hell. Can we maybe not talk about that.
Whatever suits you, partner.
Listen, do you have an aspirin? My brain is trying to burst out of my skull.
Nope. But if Monica's here, I'm sure she'll help you.
Ah, good. She's always there when you need her, huh?
Uh-huh. I just hope the old bone chewer won't be in.
Blood boil? You know the dog that barks doesn't bite.
Yeah, right. Just sends you on unpaid leave.
Trust old Blood Boil to be so subtle.
But a tank? Really? Come on.
He's always liked big things.
Lucky for us.
You're not wrong there. In memory of the Great Police Massacre.
Rest in peace, comrades.
All the friends we lost. Even Cluck and Phyllis and Royce. Shit, I never would have thought it, but I missed those two spiky bastards.
Yeah, the Force won't get over that night anytime soon.
Clawville is really on the brink, right, buddy?
Yeah. And don't call me buddy.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Boss Bird.
Well, well. If it isn't the chicken police in the flesh.
The hens that lay the golden eggs, huh?
Moses, Plato. Evening, gentlemen. Now get lost. Marty's having a rough night.
Everything all right, Marty, my boy? You look like you've been swimming in the Times. Or are you just juiced up?
Aw, are you mewling at me, tiny tiger? I'm sorry, it's hard to hear you from up here.
Tiny what? What did you say?
Please don't do this, Plato. We're so much better than that.
So. Kurze machen und zur Tagesordnung übergehen. Dass jeder direkt technisch nehmen darf. So Freikling zum Gucken. So. Also. Nett, aggressiv oder neutral? Schon. Ich würde sagen. Ich würde sagen, die haben angefangen, dann dürfen wir auch fies sein.
You see, Marty? Not only crappy detectives, but they're chicken shits, too.
As you say, partner.
Gentle birds, please grow up. For the love of the wild ones.
Who's that guy? What's he doing here? He seems lost.
Well, ask him.
No clucking way. Just look at him.
Well, maybe he's looking for you. An old friend of yours. A classmate from the Moron Academy.
Your sense of humor is getting old and rickety, just like you.
Because I'm spending more and more time with you, buddy.
Man, this place is starting to look like an asylum.
Why? Just because he's scruffy and messy and smelly and has a weird sparkle in his eye doesn't mean he's crazy. I mean, yeah, he probably is.
Yeah. Weird to see the front desk without Monica.
It really is. I don't know if I've seen it empty since she's been working here.
We should look into this mystery.
Yep, we shouldn't, but we will.
Yep. I can still smell her. There's some almond, lavender, maybe some orange.
And yeah, it's certainly some kind of exotic orchid.
You're shitting me, right?
Who? Me? Never! I was actually raised by wild dogs, so I developed a way to smell 1,000 times better than normal chicken.
Marty, buddy.
Yeah?
Shut the clock up. It's been dead for years. Besides, Marty was the only one who drank that garbage.
Ah, the great Moses and Plato. What a pair of clowns, just what we need.
Never mind them, Marty. Ever since they solved that case on the Clawville Express, they think the world revolves around them. But they're still in second place.
Can't be easy.
Yeah. Sorry to bother you guys, but have you seen Monica?
Uh-huh.
And can you tell us where we can find her?
Oh, of course. You just have to ask. She went down to the shooting range.
The shooting range? Monica? Are we talking about the same person?
To be honest, I was surprised too.
Strange.
Quite.
Yeah, thanks anyway, guys. Have a nice standing around and doing nothing. I feel you, brother.
You look even worse.
Thank you, dear partner. I can always count on you for support.
And yet you haven't kissed me in weeks. Not even a peck on the cheek. Monica Rosen. A tiny, fragile body, housing a rock-hard woman with perfectly polished nails, a sharp beak, and an even sharper mind. She's a real machine, a workaholic, and a mother goose who always does what she has to do. And for us, she sometimes does a little bit extra. She's like an anchor holding a tiny boat in place on a boiling sea. So it genuinely surprises us to find her upset. Something must have happened.
Oh my goodness, I'm in love.
No, you're not. Pull yourself together.
What could have happened to her? She's never been down here before. In fact, she's never left the front desk. And the gun?
Yeah, but it's none of our business.
We're detectives, Sonny. Everything's our business.
Oh, that's quite a catchphrase.
Yeah. I should have thought of that before, like a whole career before.
Yep,
Well, that ship has sailed.
it sure has.
Ich hab einen Spruch für einen Detective. Ich sollte drüber nachdenken, Detective zu sein. Ja, Detective, ne? Denk mal drüber nach. Ja, halb so wild, das wird eh nichts. Glaube ich.
Someone here has a sophisticated sense of humor.
I think it's pretty apt.
Ha ha ha. Wait a minute. It wasn't you, was it?
What, me? Don't make fun of yourself, Marty. It's so childish.
Yeah,
Will ich gehen, aber ich muss.
I'm
Das ist
watching you,
so
old
unfair.
bird.
Bis
Yeah,
morgen
leave me
bei das
alone.
Chicken Cup.
I'm
Ja,
watching
ich
you.
auch. Das ist wieder das. Ja, ja, Blackie, bis morgen, ne?
Everything you love is in this picture. Women, guns, and you.
You know what? That's what Laura says, too.
Oh, chicken crap. I didn't mean to imply that.
It's okay. Probably doesn't matter anymore anyway.
She'll calm down. You'll see.
Maybe.
Oh, clucking hell. Let's just drop this, okay? I'm not good at this.
Nope, you're not.
Ich glaube, Laura haben wir, glaube ich, noch nie gesehen. Jeder Körper wird unten bewertet. Was ist noch? Beim Ende.
was a pleasure.
Oh, goddammit. Okay.
That's a shame. You can do it.
Ich darf nicht auf Businessman schießen, okay. Ah, goddammit. Ah. 95, ne, okay. Ja, ich habe nur ein Zivilisten gekillt. Da denke ich mal, das ist noch in Ordnung.
She seems troubled. Hey, Mon.
Unruhig für ein
What's up?
Kolibri.
It's a little, unusual finding you here.
What? Who? Me? Oh, no, it's nothing. I just came down to chill out a little. And it's already better.
To chill out a little?
Exactly. Yeah. Chill out. You know.
Well,
Ein Zivilisten,
if anyone I
versichern,
can understand, I
zukünftige
spent half my
Straftäter.
life down
Also,
here,
passt schon.
but
Würde ich auch
I've
sagen.
never seen you here, Mon.
Vorbeugung.
Especially...
With a huge clucking gun in your hand.
Oh, that? Oh, it's nothing really. I've just been under a lot of pressure lately, and I thought I'd give it a try. It felt pretty good, honestly.
Amen, sister.
By the way, you're looking a little ragged, Marty. Did something happen?
To me? Oh, no, nothing. Just,
He's got a clucking hangover, Mon.
Hangover? I thought you never drank.
well, first time at the range for you, first time at the bottom of the bottle for me. Looks like it's a night of firsts, huh?
Fair enough. I'm not pushing.
Thanks, Mon.
Anything I can do for you guys?
Aspirin.
I assume you're not here to just chill out, right?
Sharp as always, Mon. We were looking for you.
Well, I'm here. So shoot. So what's up? What are you doing here at this hour?
We could use your help, sweetheart.
I'm at your service, boys. Ask away.
Do you happen to have an aspirin? Marty's pretty useless right now.
Yeah, I've got a jazz band in my skull. I think a trumpet solo is playing right now.
I have some in the medical kit at my desk. Come by whenever.
Oh, thanks, Mon. Hey, Mon. Listen to this. Sonny is going on a trip around the globe.
Oh, really? That's nice.
Huh?
He never told you? But I thought you two were pretty close.
Yeah, me too. But whatever. He's not gonna go anyway.
Wait. What?
Yeah, that's what I told him. He's just beacon, but he's staying anyway. He and Clawville are in a long and bad marriage.
Exactly.
Hey. I'm standing right here, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, hello, Sonny. How are you?
So, we need the papers to enter Roachtown, Mon.
Furry heavens, Boss Bird. I knew this day would come, but so soon?
What day would come?
The day you finally get yourself killed. But why do you have to drag poor Marty into it? He's still so... well, he's not so young anymore, but he's still full of hope.
Thanks, I guess.
Sweetheart, we just have a case there, that's all. We can't do it from the outside.
Why don't you ask that bug friend of yours, Frank?
He's helped you out more than once, hasn't he?
I think part of this is about him. He might have gotten himself into trouble. Again.
And you think you're the ones the poor residents of the Hive need?
This is important, Mon. I mean, this time, it really is.
Mon?
Wild heavens. Okay. But you owe me one. Again.
You're an angel.
Oh yeah, I am. I'll add it to the list.
How does it work?
I'll give you the permit at the front desk. But you'll need another detective to sign it as a witness, because you can't count on the boss's support.
No problem. I got Marty.
No, you're partners, so I need someone from the station who's not Marty, but equal in rank to you.
Oh, okay. Maybe Boscarelli, the shaggy bone chewer.
He had a tough case in the Calavera Hills. Some serious cat fight. You know he's got cat allergies, so he's on forced rest.
Well then,
There is no one left but...
Moses.
Scheiße.
And Plato.
You're like 2 eggs, boys, you know that? But, yeah, you're right. They're the only ones you can count on right now.
Chicken shit.
Ja, die
Thanks
vielleicht nicht.
anyway, sweetheart.
Yeah, no worries.
Die hätten wir jetzt nicht, vielleicht nicht unbedingt vorhin anpissen sollen. Echt jetzt, Katzenallergie? Ja, du, warum nicht? Hey Jungs! Also,
Hey, fellas. Glad you're still here.
Well, well. I never heard that from you before, Santino.
Make a note, because it won't happen again.
What can we do for you, chickens?
Oh, it's, just a little favor.
What do you want?
Well, let's see. The detective genius and his pussycat. We hear the gangs have been getting a little loose in the Hive lately.
Especially that clucker Mick.
What do you think his secret is? Why has he managed to take over the Hive when others were struggling?
ich hab damit
He
nichts zu
allegedly
tun.
made a deal with local insect crime lords. That is, he's trying to be one of them. But I suspect it's a convenient hiding place. And a good deal.
What a worm.
If he were, it would have been even easier for him.
Good one.
I wasn't joking, Martin.
So, he plays the enemy of my enemy as my friend game, huh?
Ooh, indeed. He's taken advantage of the fact that we can't set foot in there. The Hive's population treats us as enemies, so everybody wins. In his book.
Mick's not as stupid as I thought.
He learned a lot from his former boss.
Yeah? Well, he's gonna end up like him if it's up to us.
It won't be up to you. Mick is ours.
Is that a challenge?
Lass
We're
mich in
not playing
Ruhe.
games, boys. We're stating the facts.
We'll see about that.
Jetzt fällt mir gerade so, okay, der Name, ich weiß nicht mehr so, den hatte ich ja schon glaube ich, schon einen Teil davor schon mal gesehen. Ich war zumindest mit dem geredet. Ja, okay. Reden wir weiter.
Hey, fellas. I heard you guys had some business in the Hive recently.
There was a little incident, yes, but nothing too serious.
Unfortunately,
We went to ease some of the tension there, but it didn't work out that way.
What do you mean?
we had the one and only Mick in custody, but he was released a day later for lack of evidence.
Mick? As in, Mongrel Mick. Mick Castle, the head of the Cluck and Golden Fang clan.
Since you've let yourself out of the
So ein
bag,
bisschen fühle ich mich jetzt auch gleich
here,
geschmeichelt, ne?
Mick has been camping out in the Hive lately because he thinks we couldn't touch him there.
He's right about that.
Well, unfortunately, the sly ape is, at the moment. The Hive is still off limits, and since we don't have any incriminating evidence against him, he's untouchable.
And paperwork. If you have it, you can get into the Hive, right?
Wait. Why are you guys so interested in the Hive? Are you going to...
Innocent curiosity, Moses. Nothing more.
Well, well. Interesting.
We'd better be going. Don't take any wooden nickels, boys.
You're welcome.
So, also Mick der Mischling, das ist... Ich weiß nicht, das ist... Ich weiß nur, das sind irgendwie... Im Teil davor, da kam der auch schon vor. Ich weiß nur echt nicht mehr, wer es jetzt genau war.
We have a small favor to ask.
That's what I call a surprising turn of events.
You're telling us.
I'm not gonna mince words. We need your signatures for a permit.
Ah, so you are going to the Hive. I thought so.
You thought so. Listen, a friend of ours is in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
The life-threatening kind.
That could be said of almost anyone in the Hive.
Moses, please. We're both on the same team, right?
Fine. But you owe us one.
We're used to it.
Those ain't just words, chicks. Once we help you, you help us. No questions asked.
As Plato says. So, we got a deal?
Ah, cat shit. Okay, Moses. But I'm not gonna shine your shoes.
We'll see. Let me know when you have the paperwork.
We will. Well, that was easy.
Too easy. We'll regret this, believe me.
Ah, they're gonna ask for something humiliating, right?
Well, those two are competitive. They're not unprofessional. But they could put us in danger.
Beyond what we already face?
Exactly.
Well, what's new? Our lives are a constant, needless, risk-taking roller coaster for which we get nothing but a series of scars and nightmares.
Right.
Gut, haben wir das. Und noch Papiere für Monika.
Success?
Success. But at what cost?
I'll give you the permit. Just give me a second.
We're waiting, Mon. We'll wait for you until the end of the world if we have to. What?
How can I help you guys?
We're fine for now. Thanks, Mon.
Danky, danky.
Bitte. Sag's nicht nochmal.
Ah, my head's still splitting.
Just take this.
Thanks, Mon.
You'll be all right in a minute, you big chicken.
Yeah, I hope so. Because right now, I've got a feeling this is gonna be my last night.
Hey, no cryptic prophecies, Marty. You're proved right too many times.
Yeah, okay.
What about old Marrowbone?
Blood Boil? Oh, he's been busy lately. The king is determined to end the gang wars, and Blood Boil is his trump card.
You mean his lapdog. Anyway, it's about clucking time we put this place in order.
You're not the only one who thinks that. It seems our king has seriously changed lately.
For the Wild Ones. Someone replaced him with his evil twin?
Haha, very funny. But it's more likely to be his new advisor behind it.
New advisor? Huh?
Are we talking about a broad?
Bingo. Are you getting a little tingly on your comb, hotshot?
Something like that.
So they rolled the old dog back in.
Yeah. He has to go to parties and other public events all the time. He's got a bad stomach, but he's got to attend if he wants the crown to support the police with more funds.
Can't imagine the old-timer in a tuxedo.
It kills him. But he's doing it for us.
Oh, what a martyr.
Don't be so mean, Sonny.
But that's my trademark. So, everything all right with you, sweetheart? It's unusual to see you here.
Sonny, guys, it's okay. Really, I'm fine. I'm just blowing off some steam.
With a bunch of bullets?
As you say, Marty.
Well, okay, Mon. What have you heard about the Hive, Mon?
I don't know much more than anyone else, Boss Bird. But there's big trouble in there.
You mean the riots?
Mostly, but not just that. After he brought the Westler Empire down, smaller gangs have targeted the place. And if I'm not wrong, Mick's mob has already settled in there.
Yeah, we heard about that. The Golden Fang Clan. You think they're more dangerous than their silly name?
It's hard to say yet.
But Roachtown ain't our jurisdiction.
You got it. The Hive remains off limits, and Blood Boil is adamant.
Actually, that's part of why we're here, Mon.
The Hive? Oh, you're not.
Yes, my dear, we're going in. Into the Hive. And we need your help.
Ja, wir brauchen die Papiere.
Here, just get Moses and Plato to sign it, and you're done.
We can jive with this anywhere in the hive, hmm? Jive in the hive.
It's just a piece of paper, Marty. It'll be useful once you've set the Hive on fire and you need proof you had permission to be there in the first place.
Nice.
But the Hive has its own life, its own rules. Its residents won't be impressed that you have a piece of paper issued by the Clawville PD. In fact, I wouldn't wave it in public if I were you.
Understandable.
Thanks again, sweetheart. You saved us, as always.
Come on, it's my job. Well, no, but I'm happy to do it for you.
You make my heart melt.
Let's go before we have to call an ambulance.
Take care of each other, boys.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Hey Jungs, ich hab hier was für euch.
The detective genius and his pussycat.
Okay.
Ah, the great Moses and Plato. What?
Nee, den muss ich wahrscheinlich da.
Here you go, fellas. One scribble from you is enough, Moses, but you can sign it too, Plato.
I'll pass.
Let's see. Done.
It was a pleasure.
See ya, boys.
Sonny,
Huh? Yeah?
we'll be keeping an eye on you. And don't forget, you're in our debt.
Yeah, okay. Anything else?
Nothing. Right now.
Well, bye, fellas. Okay, so what exactly are we talking about? I get that we're snooping around the hive, but what about Frank? And where does Mick come into it?
Just relax. We'll go up to my place and I'll show you.
That's what she said.
Stop clucking around. This is big. You're about to see how big.
That's what she said. Never mind.
Ah, moron.
Okay, but all joking aside, I'm getting tired of being the last to know what case we're working on.
Well, someone's got to be last, right?
Don't be a jerk, Sonny.
All right. But you know, an hour ago, you weren't in any state for details.
I know, but are you gonna keep bringing that up?
I hope that was a rhetorical question.
Kinda.
Okay. Speaking of things left unsaid, what's the deal with Laura? She dumped you because you got drunk? And you got drunk because she dumped you?
You know what, Sonny? You're totally right. Let's just keep our little secrets to ourselves.
Suits me.
Sometimes I feel like I have a boil in my brain named Sonny, bursting with macho pride, smothered emotions, and dangerous secrets.
Because you read too much chicken shit.
Yeah, right.
Oi, 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 oi. So, wollen wir erstmal nach Hause.
Oh, wow. What are all these boxes?
I told you, didn't I? I'm leaving this dump and going on a round-the-world trip.
Of course, you said a million times, but you just never started on it.
Well, this time I did. About a week ago, I think.
You've come this far in a week? Man, I can see you're really determined.
Good work takes time, okay? I've got a lot of stuff to pack. Who knows when I'll be back? Maybe never. Until then, Lewis is renting the place out.
Oh, yeah. What's the deal with the good old carrot shredder?
Well, he's doing pretty well since he breathed life back into the hotel. He started renting out apartments to some pretty shady characters, but still, it's a start.
Shady characters? Like you?
Maybe even worse.
Oh, my.
So it's not just him and me living here anymore.
That's great. You can finally socialize a bit, which you love so much.
Ha ha, very funny. I guess that's one of the reasons I had to leave.
Can't stand change, huh? No wonder, at your age.
Ha ha again. Anyway, now that Laura's kicked you out, I'm sure Lewis will be happy to give you a room. Or a closet. Just don't be too close to me.
Oh, sour rusty cock.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, because your hearing is already gone, old parrot.
What? Oh, Marty.
Okay, I'm done. But didn't you say there was someone here you could introduce me to?
Oh, Cluck, I almost forgot. But she's gone.
Aw, man, you must have been hallucinating. Must be one of those old age things.
Shut the Cluck up.
So, ist hier irgendwas?
So, another doomed damsel in distress. Just the usual, huh?
This is different, Marty.
Because...
When she came to see me, I was dreaming about an old case. Remember the fly named Novak?
Yeah, it was a hell of a case. We almost ended up in the river. Twice.
That's the one. So, I was dreaming about that particular case, and then this woman came along, straight out of the hive. It felt like it just couldn't be a coincidence.
You mean the hive is calling us?
As the flame calls the moth.
Ooh, that's poetic. And awesome.
Thank you.
This must be where you hide your huge cork board full of photos and newspaper clippings with your lunatic conspiracy theory that the world is actually run by over-evolved hairless primates.
Marty, you need help. Really. Don't be afraid to ask.
But everything is so much more exciting in my head, and somehow more colorful as well.
You know what? Good for you, Marty. Good for you.
Yeah. Good for me. Yeah.
Überentwickelte Primaten, das klingt ja total bescheuert.
The lion's den. Better not to disturb.
So, off to the wilderness, huh? All alone?
Why not? After all, it was my dream for, well, I don't know, 1,000 years.
I understand, but I mean, are you really gonna do it? Can you ever leave this town?
You really don't think I can, do you?
No, not really. No offense, boss, but you and this city, I think you've kind of become one over the years. I don't think either of you can exist without the other.
We deserve each other, huh?
You've both seen better days, and you're both on the verge of a total collapse.
Oh, thanks. That was surprisingly honest, even for you.
I think so myself.
Shut up.
What do you think is waiting for us out there tonight?
Misery, Marty. Misery and suffering.
Cluck and... Jeez, you're such a party pooper.
I'm just trying to be realistic.
Ugh.
That's the right attitude.
Wow. Ich sah nur so, okay, da taucht jetzt eine Menge Text auf, aber eigentlich hat er nur gesagt, genau das, was ich...
Listen, Marty. I've got something I've been trying to tell you all night.
Well, go ahead, boss. You can always be honest with me.
You look like shit.
Thanks, man. Jerk.
What was that?
I said jerk.
Oh, yeah. I got that right.
So, was haben wir hier?
You know, if you really go, which I don't think you will, but if you do, I can recommend some places.
Really? What would you recommend?
Well, there's the Mahoma Islands, inhabited by cannibal tribes made up entirely of women. They'll seduce you and eat you.
Oh, that's fantastic, Marty. I've already crossed one destination off my list. Anything else?
Oh, you should really go to the Kaitanian Taoto Islands. Oof. Also dominated by women, they wear exotic clothing, and oh, there's a special female guard force who take you and...
Wait, I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Maybe Torogo. Classic destination full of wild animals and even wilder women.
You're shitting me, right? This woman thing. You're doing it on purpose.
What? Me? Nah, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. And cluck you for that.
Das ist dann generell, glaube ich, sehr angenehm, dass die dann halt so viel fluchen können, wie die wollen, ohne dann das groß zu zensieren, weil du musst einfach dann aus Fuck you, machst einfach Cluck you. Schon bist du dann drüber hinweg.
Hey, wait a minute. What's this? You kept it after all? Oh, that's so cute.
There's nothing cute about it. I just forgot to throw it out.
We both know you're lying, and that just makes it all the cuter.
Please don't use that word. It makes my feathers stand on end.
My beak is sealed, comrade. This fragile secret stays between us.
I haven't smoked since a certain cat lady stopped by and gave me a box of matches. Strange story, but this pile's still here, like a monument. A monument to a smokier but happier life.
Meredith's last book. It's kind of a classic, but that title, Farewell from Fowls, is a bit sinister, isn't it?
I don't even know why it's here. Lewis bought it as a gift, and I didn't have the heart to throw it away, I guess.
Why didn't Meredith write anything about our last big case? It's been 3 years and nothing. What could it be called? I don't know, maybe Painted Red?
Painted Red? Really? Oh, come on. Anyone could come up with a better title than that.
Then you try.
My title would be Shut Up, Marty.
Ha ha ha.
Aber den finde ich auch nicht schlecht.
So are you going to tell me what happened with Laura, or what?
Let's leave it. It's too fresh.
Okay, okay. I get it, pal.
So, jetzt sollen wir kurz gucken. Und ich habe jetzt irgendwie aber nach einem irgendwie gehofft, dass ich jetzt hier irgendwie noch einen Hinweis finde, wo die Tante hin ist. Und gucke ich aber mal. Bei Frank.
Here we are.
Do you think the old bug will welcome us?
He'll hug you or shoot you. I don't know which is worse.
Maybe they know something about Frank. We could ask them.
The fewer people who know we're here, the better, Marty. Remember, this is hostile territory.
Because we're chickens?
Yeah, but mostly because we're cops. It's like the hive is infected with something, but it's actually the very thing that holds the place together. Strange and ironic. Poor Frank. What a dump.
Aber vielleicht mag das.
Well?
Nothing. Nobody's home.
Is Frank on a hot lead right now?
Frank's always on a hot lead. At least he thinks he is.
So?
We'll come back later. He has to come home sometime, right?
You're saying something.
Okay.
Seems Frank left the light on.
What about this? Someone left his home?
Very funny.
I'm not joking.
That's a shame, Marty. That's a shame.
Okay. Mal ins Café. Da gibt es sonst auch immer irgendwelche Infos.
Here we are. Formerly known as Hop Dog, now called Zip's Cafe.
Stimmt, Hop Dog.
Everything changes, huh? Zip, an ex-con raccoon, runs the place. It's become something of a hangout for us. The last garrison between Clawville and the Hive, and maybe the last refuge of sanity. But more importantly, your last chance to get a good cup of joe. It's been a long time since we spoke to Zip. We haven't even visited the place since its reopening. Here's our chance to see what's changed. Zip will know what's going on around here. Time to say hello to the old trash panda. I heard that Zip renovated the place, but I didn't expect this.
Like an amusement park, huh? I like it, but how did he afford this?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Do you think he knows what's going on in his neighborhood?
This is the only place that serves animals and insects alike, Marty. The few bugs that still dare to leave the hive will surely swarm here. And where you can get a cup of coffee, you'll talk, too.
Maybe. But the question is, will Zip talk with us?
With us? Why not? We're loved by everyone.
Of course.
Dafür seid ihr bekannt.
Honeyfall Tower is still beautiful. There's something otherworldly about it, right?
Yeah, it gives me the chicken bumps.
As a kid, I used to stare at that building a lot. I wondered what a magical insect wonderland was in it. Glamorous parties, fancy dinners, honey flowing down the walls.
Then you grew up.
Yeah. We snuck in once as teenagers. Instead of fancy parties, we found dirty bars and brothels. And we got a good old-fashioned beating. But we still loved it, you know? It was still a wonderland, but in a different way.
That's quite a story. You should write it down in your memoir.
Hey, how do you know about my secret memoir?
Shit, Marty, I was kidding.
Apparently, he couldn't afford a new car.
These things are unbreakable, my friend. The old cars were made of real stuff, you know?
Well, we managed to wreck yours a couple of times.
It keeps on rolling, right?
You're not wrong there.
So. Kleiner.
Look at the little paper boy.
Maybe he knows something. I mean, if he doesn't know, who does, right? He is the news.
You should have been a philosopher.
I know.
Paperboy hatte irgendwie immer was zu
Hey,
sagen.
kid.
Here it is, the brand new Clawville Chronicle.
Yeah, we know. Tell me, do you stand here often?
I stand in a lot of places, sir. The news has to go everywhere. Here's the Clawville Chronicle!
Fellas, stop yelling, kid. Listen to me.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Do you also take a newspaper to the hive?
No, sir. I mean, not since the last time, sir.
Last time?
The last time I took a paper to the hive, sir, an ugly fella made me eat it. All of it. It was quite a lot, and hot off the press.
Made you eat it? What ugly fellow?
An ugly monkey, sir. I don't know what kind, but it was a monkey for sure. I should know. I'm always being taken for a monkey. Well, I'm not. Anyway, he was well-dressed, and one of his teeth was gold.
Golden tooth, that's Mick.
I don't know, sir. He didn't say his name. He just told me to eat that filth. Luckily, I only had 5 papers on me, but he and his bodyguards watched me eat all of them. They were fresh, sir. The ink was barely dried on them.
What a mongrel.
Yes, sir. But then he let me go, so I don't mind. And I didn't eat anything that day anyway, so...
Were you welcome at the hive back then?
Very much, sir. The insect folk were always kind to me. They were glad to finally hear from the outside world, you know. The Chronicle was the only Clawville paper that reached them. Thanks to Pip.
Pip?
That would be me, sir. Messy Pip, at your service.
I see. And tell me, Messy Pip, who do you work for?
The master of all papers, sir. Mr. Mullen, of course.
You mean Hercule Mullen?
The one and only, sir.
Huh, an old acquaintance. Tell me, where can we find him?
He's inside having a cup of coffee and talking to Uncle Zip.
Uncle Zip, huh? That's new. Okay, thanks, kid. Don't take any wooden nickels.
Yes, sir. I hope not to, sir. Mysterious disappearances in the hive! Are the police totally helpless?
Okay, also dann, Mick ist schon ziemlich fieser Gangsterboss scheinbar. Eine ziemlich taffe Type. Jemand, dem man mit Vorsicht begegnen sollte. Ich verstehe schon.
Wolf and lamb, huh? Honestly, I'm a little worried about this picture.
What, the two-headed animal with one head that wants to eat the other?
Yeah, right?
The new Unity Church.
Crazy cannibal cultists.
Don't rejoice in advance. They're probably just deluded fools making their last stand.
You're no fun at all, Boss Bird.
Yeah, I know.
Ich habe dich immer für einen Guten gehalten. Ja, du weißt ja, ne, das was halt der Einfluss der Masse so ausrichten, so anrichten kann, ne? Auf einmal hast du einen goldenen Zahn und führst halt ein Gangsterkartell an, lässt Zeitungsjungen denn ihre Zeitung fressen. Das Übliche halt.
Well, the bite of death has appeared.
Good to see you too, Trash Panda.
Barkeep, your best coffee over here right away.
Oh, hey, you're here too. Hooray.
See, nothing changes.
Only you're looking more and more like shit.
I missed you too, Fuzzball.
It's so nice to see old friends reunited, ain't it, boys?
Hey, Mullen, how's it going?
Still alive. No more, no less.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And what brings you to, oh, wait, let me guess. A coffee menu with double information and a good dose of personal opinion, huh?
Just a fact steak. Rare, no seasoning, maybe a little salt.
Well, you guys really don't change.
Maybe it's the fact that the world happens to be collapsing around us.
Well, at least we'll be here to see the end, huh? A restaurant at the end of the universe.
You boys really deserve each other. It's so uplifting to be around you.
Sorry, old man, you're absolutely right. So, 2 coffees, Zip. Black and bitter.
Like your life, huh, sonny boy?
It's beyond repair.
Ain't that the truth?
So, what's this new church thing?
You live in a cave or what, sonny?
Kinda.
It's the new Unity Church, a fairly new organization led by a holy woman.
Holy woman, huh?
I know. There are plenty of crazy cults these days, but these ones seem to be different. For real. They collect a lot of money for the poor, free food, shelter for the homeless and the like.
I still don't like.
Maybe you should go to their mass sometimes, old cock. It would certainly do your manners good.
I second that.
Hercules Mullen, a.k.a. Uncle Mullen, is an old friend and a complete information center. He's been running a newsstand for as long as anybody can remember, so he knows everything about everything. The only thing bigger than his knowledge is his heart.
Oh.
Hey, Uncle Mullen, how you doing? You still in the newspaper business?
That's what somebody's got to deliver the news, lads. Unbiased, impartial.
Can you still do that?
Well, it's getting harder for sure, but let's not talk about an old beaver. How about you, me boys?
Marty got so drunk, Laura threw him out of the house.
Well, Sonny's mixed up in some shady business again, and he's trying to get us killed in the hive.
Well, you two deserve each other.
Yeah, right? That's what I keep telling him.
But the Hive. Now, isn't that a dangerous place for cops these days? Since the Segregation Act and all.
We just have to take that risk.
I see you're in a heroic mood, sonny boy. Good for you.
The trembling voice of a damsel in distress can work wonders.
Ah, then I understand everything. Oh, that went so well the last time, did it not?
Shut up, both of you.
So.
What do you think of the Segregation Act?
What do I think? Ah, well, the law spits in the very face of what the whole city was supposed to stand for. Diversity, coexistence, tolerance. You know the story.
So?
You know, boys. Clawville's been at war with Stavonia for centuries. A silent war, spy war, in fact, a ghost war.
A Cold War.
Cold War?
Yeah, because, you know, Stavonia's a cold country.
Oh, yes, that's true.
But where do the Stavonians enter the picture?
What do you think the big peace negotiations are for?
I guess they got tired of war, huh?
Even you're not that stupid, Martin, my son. Stavonia's perfectly happy with this whole scandal with the insects. If there are riots, even better. The peace talks are just a cover to put the enemy to sleep, so when the system completely rots from within...
Boom.
Yeah, boom! They can attack. The king is fighting internal strife. Half the city is in flames, and no one will be prepared for an invasion by an enemy we're supposed to be making peace with. Isn't it wonderful?
No, I don't know, Uncle. It's a bit like...
A conspiracy theory.
Exactly.
Pluck me. It's clean as your snow-white feathers, you big goose, and that's the problem.
Meaning?
It's so clear, so simple, so obvious that nobody wants to believe it. You see? And that's going to be our undoing.
So you think the king is being influenced from outside, and that's why he enacted the Segregation Act? And while he's distracted by the peace talks, they'll invade the city?
Exactly. See, you still got your bird brain in place, sonny boy.
Well, thanks for the warning, old beaver. I'm not even joking. You really got me cogitating.
Well, that's a big word, coming from you.
Wenn die ganze Zeit, ich hab hier vorne Dante, ne? Der liegt da auf der Ecke. Ich denke die ganze Zeit so, okay, soll er da liegen, der stört er mich nicht. Aber der putzt sich und putzt sich und putzt sich und hört einfach nicht auf. Ich denke, lass das so. Macker, ne? Warum musst du das jetzt machen? Und warum musst du das jetzt stundenlang tun, ne? Ich weiß, du bist ein schicker Kerl, ne? Und du achtest halt auf dein Aussehen. Das ist ja auch in Ordnung. Aber es wäre ganz cool, wenn das vielleicht nicht unbedingt hier in der Nähe von dem Mikro ist, ne? Weil wir mussten letztes Jahr feststellen, dass es gar nicht mal so unempfindlich ist. Also wenn ihr da so ein leichtes Geschlapper irgendwie hört, dann wisst ihr, das ist der Kater.
What do you make of the recent riots?
You know, Sonny, it's about time the insect folk got their act together. You boys at the police station ain't doing anything. Sorry about that, but somebody's got to do something because those miserable bugs are going to end up eating each other in there. And I mean, literally.
Sounds tough.
Because it is. What's in there is unsustainable. If there is no one to maintain order, order will come. But who will be in charge of this new order?
The criminals. The gangs.
As you say. And the insects will drown in misery, being exploited, no one hearing their cries for help. So, yes, there was a great need for riots, and in my bones, I feel like the worst is yet to come. One big all-out uprising.
I didn't know you were such an insect rights activist, you eager beaver.
Insect rights, my ass. I just can't stand injustice and the privileged few oppressing the unfortunate masses. I just can't stomach it, and I come from such a litter.
Yeah, the best kind, Pops.
Never change.
I'm not planning to do that.
I see you have some help lately.
Ah, you mean Pip. Yes, he's the son of a close friend of mine who I'm, how shall I say, helping out a bit.
That's nice of you. But don't you think it's a bit of a rough job at his age?
That's what I told him too, but the kid's adamant. If he gets a grip on something, he won't let go. With the trauma he's been through, no wonder he wants to distract himself with something.
Trauma?
His mother died about a year ago of grass-moor fever. His father followed just a few months later. He asked me to take care of the kid and not let him end up in an orphanage. And here I am with another kid. Who'd have thought I'd be a father again? Ain't life's little twists of fate, right?
How's Desiree?
She can tolerate me, mostly. And as you know, Sonny, this Pip boy, no matter how strange the poor thing is, has breathed new life into her. And me too. It gives us less time to grow old.
That's good to hear. Seems like everyone around me is starting to have a new life. Everyone but me.
Maybe you should do the same, son. Maybe the world wants to send you a message.
Yeah, maybe.
That's your problem, Sonny. You just drift instead of forging your own destiny.
Well, I think I'll drift a little more before I start forging.
Just don't drift until it's too late to start again, son.
Thanks, Paps. I'll keep that in mind.
Do that.
What's the matter with you, old man?
Nothing really, sonny boy. Sometimes I feel like I'm not even part of this world anymore. I'm no longer an active participant, just observing from afar.
And that works for you?
It feels quite liberating, to be honest. I feel like I don't have to take responsibility for the things of the wilderness anymore. I can't influence them anyway.
That sounds depressing.
It all depends on how you look at it, Martin. I see the bright side. You like the movies, don't you?
The movies? I love them.
For me, Clawville is like a movie. Things happen, quite scary and amazing things, but somehow in the end they don't affect me. When the show is over, I go home to my dear Desiree, drink a hot tea, and think no more about it.
It's not a bad concept, but...
It works for me. But that's the privilege of getting old. You fellas have your say in the affairs of the world. Don't let others decide for you.
Huh. Sonny never lets that happen.
That's true.
Good for you, lads.
Hey, old fella, you still shuffling the cards?
You mean the Clawville wild cards? Sure I am, sonny boy. You in the mood for a good shakedown?
Sonny's the real deal on this one. You know, drunks usually are. I mean, ex-drunks, of course.
Yeah.
Ha ha! So, shall we?
Ich habe eben erst die ganze Zeit das Mikro ausgeschaltet. Ja, ich habe da irgendwie jetzt auf das ganze Geschmatze hier habe ich kein Lust. Ja, klar, warum nicht?
Sure, let's do this.
That's the spirit, boys. Just come on out to the alley. Zip doesn't like us gambling in his new fancy place.
Just shuffle the cards. Stop yapping, old man.
Okay. So, eine Runde endet, wenn... Okay. Zuerst die ganze Zeit rumschmatzen und dann, wenn du fertig bist, dann abhauen. Ich verstehe schon. Eine Runde endet, wenn ein Spieler eine Reihe mit seinen Karten vollständig belegt. Gewinne drei Runden, um das Spiel zu gewinnen. Jede Karte verfügt über einen Angriffswert oben links und einen Verteidigungswert oben rechts. Angrenzende Karten in derselben Reihe können sich gegenseitig angreifen. Sobald die Verteidigung der Karte unerreicht, wird sie aus dem Spiel entfernt. Angreifer sind erschöpft, können aber wieder hergestellt werden. Ein Schiff der gegnerischen Farbe sperrt das Feld, wenn eine Karte entfernt wird. Du kannst Karten auf deinen eigenen Chips ausspielen. Das Ausspielen oder Wiederherstellen von Karten sowie die Angriffe kosten jeweils einen Aktionspunkt. Ich spiele einfach mal. So. Also, der Spieler wird abwechselnd setzen ihre Aktionspunkte ein. Das Ausspielen von Karten, angeführt von diesen Aktionspunkte. Der Spieler verletzt 5 zufällige Karten. Karten können nur auf leeren Feldern und auf Feldern mit Chips der eigenen Farbe gelegt werden. Die Nummer der Chips zeigt an, wie viele Runden das Spiel für den anderen Spieler blockiert ist. Es können nur gegnerische Karten angegriffen werden, die sich in derselben Reihe befinden. Angrenzen. Angriffswert oben links. Wird das Spiel genommen und dann Farbe das Feld. Am Angriff sind die Karten erschöpft und können nicht mehr angreifen. Eine Aktionswert, um die wiederherzustellen. So. Okay. Wollen wir mal schauen. Vierer. Okay, ich denke, das ist 4-4, dass da nichts passiert, aber okay.
Too easy.
Gut, dann müssen wir das jetzt mal. Achso, oh, das geht nicht. Da muss ich das hier oben holen. Mindestens 3. Aber erstmal das Feld blockieren. Macht er auch. So. So, jetzt brauche ich einen... Ja. Und gewinnen die Runde auch noch.
Too easy.
Das wird darum nicht. So, dann wollen wir mal schauen. Ich weiß es nicht, kann ich auch dann noch von oben nach unten angreifen? Nee. Oh shit. Das war knapp.
Sure.
You still know how to do this?
Well, yeah. I've spent too much time playing cards in smoky bars.
The past is just the past, Sonny. You know, the best thing about it is that it's gone.
Is that some ancient beaver wisdom?
Aber das Minispiel war schon ganz
There are
witzig.
some things I've done in my life that I regret.
Oh, come on. You're a goddamn saint, you buck-toothed beauty.
Well, that's a good one.
So, dann nehmen wir noch einen Zip und dann machen wir, glaube ich, den
Zip
Feierabend.
H. Murphy. He used to be a petty criminal, a burglar and a pickpocket with swift hands. Then he worked for some top dogs for a while before he became a police informer. If what they say is true, the old raccoon has started a new life. Well, my experience is that with a new life comes new troubles. How's it going around here, Zip?
Yeah, nothing much. Times are tough, you know. Folks try not to eat each other, just the usual.
And the hive? We have some business there.
Suicidal tendencies, eh? I always took you for the type. I'm surprised you've lasted this long.
Don't be a goat, Zip. This is serious.
Your mother's a goat.
Get a room, you guys.
So what do you know about the power dynamics in the hive?
Yeah, well, there's been some major changes lately, especially with the hive's underworld affairs.
Oh, yeah? Go on.
I'm just wondering, what's in it for me?
Same old tune, huh?
I'm running a business here, okay? And in a miserable place like this, a simple favor's worth more than a bar of gold.
And you already know what you want, don't you?
You always saw right through me, Sonny. It's like we're brothers.
Feathery gods, please don't say that.
So? It's about my tail. Someone stole it.
What?
Cluck in hell. We need a coffee for this.
Or two. Here they come.
So, jemand hat ihm den Schwanz geklaut. Jesus.
Is Frank still a regular here?
Funny you ask. Frank comes by every day. No exceptions. But I haven't seen him today.
Quite a coincidence.
We suspect he knows something about what we're investigating.
And I thought you were asking out of the goodness of your heart.
We just don't want you to lose a regular customer.
Yeah, neither would I, especially since he's got a hefty tab.
Well, we'll do something about it. Thanks for the info, Zip.
Yeah, whatever.
So, somebody stole your tail? Really?
It's a tough world out here, Sonny.
Uh-huh. What did you do this time?
I think I got into a fight with the worst kind of gangster.
Mongrel Mick? The head of the Golden Fang clan?
No other, my feathery friend.
So you managed to get in a beef with him, of all people?
Yep, and my only tail took the hit. I hear he's been wearing it as a tie sometimes. I don't know if it's true, but it makes me sick. I just want my tail back, you know. It's a family heirloom.
Don't worry, Zip. We'll get your tail back.
What?
That would be terrific, boys. You'd have my eternal gratitude.
Marty, why?
It's our job, Sonny. We investigate, search, and protect.
Nobody ever said that.
I'm saying it now.
Just bring it back to me, and I'll tell you all about the gang's undercover business. Every shady little detail you want to know, I swear.
Okay, but if we get into any trouble over this, I'm gonna pull your feathers out one by one, Marty.
Relax, old man. It'll be fine.
That's it. See, Sonny? That's the spirit you lack.
And that's why I'm still alive.
Ah, life is for cowards. To infinity and beyond.
Where'd you get the new name for the place?
You mean Zip's Cafe? Is it that hard to figure it out?
I mean, what was wrong with the old one?
You know, Sonny, I took this place over as Hop Dog. But as long as it had that name, it never felt my own.
Now it's all yours.
It may seem funny, but it meant a lot to me. It helped me change.
You know what? I'm happy for you. I really am. In fact, I almost envy you.
You should do the same too, rusty old cock. A nice little change.
As a matter of fact, I'm going on a round-the-world trip soon.
Here we go again.
Somehow, I can't picture you in a straw hat. But you know what? I'm rooting for you.
You see, Marty, somebody believes in me.
That's not what I said.
And the slogan, we serve everyone. What exactly do you mean?
I mean, really, we serve anyone.
So, even insects?
Well done, detective. Of course, I can't write "we serve insects" because some crazy anti-bug activist will burn the place down. But anyone who needs gets the point.
Very clever and commendable.
And brave.
Or naive.
Thanks. Not you, Sonny.
Did you become a member of this cult?
I wouldn't say that. I'm nobody's sheep, you know. But I see what they do in the hive, and honestly, I like it.
And what do you see?
Simple things, really. Handing out food, clothing, and shelter, stuff like that. While the city and the crown turn away from the hive, the church are there, right in the thick of it.
Are you getting sentimental?
Try it sometime, Sonny. It could do you wonders.
No, thanks. I'm fine. And what do you think is the purpose of the organization?
What's the purpose?
Well, everyone has a motivator. What drives them?
They just want to help, Sonny. There isn't a secret conspiracy behind everything. Don't be so paranoid.
Sadly, if there's one thing I learned in Clawville, Zip, it's that no one acts out of pure kindness.
Except me.
Except Marty. But anyway, it's the ugly truth, like it or not.
I feel sorry for you, pal. A little faith, huh? That's what you need. Not even a religious kind, but any kind. Believe in Marty, for example.
That's good.
Yeah.
Believe in me, Boss Bird.
Oh, find something or someone you can believe in.
Yeah, that would be nice, Zip. That would be nice.
So, glauben wir alle an Marty.
So, new place, new Zip, huh?
You know, buddy, there was something that opened my eyes. Or a someone, to be more precise.
A someone, huh? A lady, someone, maybe?
It's always about a lady.
Tell me about it.
So, you got your head messed up?
More like my heart, but it's gone now. Still, it helped me realize the past is past. We must move on. I had you thinking, huh?
I was just thinking about what kind of coffee to have.
I'm wasting my breath here, ain't I?
Yep.
Gucken wir mal. So, dann... Ist da immer diese blöden Punkte dann sind. Wahnsinn. So, ist hier noch was zu sehen? No. Das haben wir auch. So.
Cold moonlight, exhumed graves, like in one of Marty's horror movies, but it was real. And you could see that whoever was behind the missing bodies would stop at nothing, not even the wrath of the dead. I had chills down my spine, and I saw Marty choke on his words too. And let's face it, that rarely happens. The only thing that looked worse than the cemetery was that old bug we suspected was Uncle Joe.
Sir? Are you okay?
Do I look like I'm okay, lad? But, wait. The hell... What kind of creatures are you?
Excuse me, sir. You're Uncle Joe, I presume. We're from the Clawville Police Department. Can you tell us what happened to you?
I can, but why should I?
Because we're asking nicely?
What? The police didn't give a shite about us. Now suddenly they want help. Just bugger off, will you?
Sir, we just...
Are you deaf, lad? Look around if you want, but don't bug me anymore. Fuck my head.
Sir, stay here, please. We might have some more questions.
Where the buzzing hell would I go, eh? We're in a graveyard at the end of the world. Crazy chickens.
Okay.
Gut, ich denke mal, dann, bevor wir jetzt hier noch groß weitermachen, machen wir hier jetzt erstmal Feierabend.